Hello, it's Agnes from A Person of Interest. Video 2, Law of Attraction for Dummies. So, today we're going to learn and move towards how to get a wonderful job, move into a career that you absolutely desire, or start a business that you've never ever sort of thought or known how to do. So, we're going to do some 10 top tips, and I'm going to share with you a story at the end of a career story that manifested as well. So let's first start with the top 10 tips. Now, coaching. It's really good to get some coaching. Coaching from a life coach or a career coach. A coach that works with the law of attraction. Someone who will move you from what you don't want to what you do want, because that's basically what you're trying to do. With a coach, it's much easier. They will help you brainstorm ideas, they'll hold you accountable to what you discuss, and they will help you move, because it's you that's got to do the work at the end of the day. They will help you move towards the thing that you really, really want. So yes, coaching. Get some coaching. Yay! Okay, number 2. I mentioned it in the previous video, but it's again a really important one. Get a treasure map. Here's another example. Treasure maps. They have pictures of what you want. Pictures of all sorts of things. This one's just a general one. But if you're going to do a career one, write words, cut out pictures, anything that inspires you about the workplace. Even cut out pictures of the workplace you'd like to work in, how far from home you'd like to work. Also, write a bit about your colleagues, what kind of qualities you'd like your colleagues to have, and also what kind of tasks you'd like to do, the hours you'd like to work from home, work from another location. Include as much detail as you can about that and stick it on the treasure map. It's so much fun, and you can get images from the internet, you can get images like I've done here from magazines that I had, and yeah, just make it fun. Make it fun, and that helps you to focus on what you want and stop talking and thinking about what you don't want, which could be your current job or the fact that you don't have a job at all. So yeah, that's tip number 2. Okay, the third tip is find a friend that you can do this with. 3 questions. You are going to do them with them, and the questions are, do it over the phone if you like I do with my friend, my law of attraction friend. 3 questions. Say what you appreciate for that day. Question 2. Forgot what question 2 is. No, that's right. What do you want? So you say it in this fashion. I am happy and grateful now that I now enjoy my fabulous new job. And just other things as well. Anything that you want to manifest, but in particular, things that you would like for your job, career, or the business. So, I'll give you a couple of examples. I am happy and grateful now that I work with people that I appreciate and that appreciate me. I am happy and grateful now that I only work Monday to Thursday. I am happy and grateful now that I love the environment where I am. It's beautiful, it's light, it's bright. I have access to facilities to make tea, to make food, and I really, really feel comfortable at work. So that gives you a few examples. Now, question 3. Now, these 3 questions come from Abraham Hicks. And the third question that they have suggested is, what makes you think you're going to get it? So it presupposes that you are going to get it. So that question is heading you there. So what makes you think you're going to get the job to start the business or have the amazing career that you want? Well, you answering that question lifts you up and steps you into it energetically. So the answer to that could be things like, that I know I'm qualified, that I know I'm a good person with lots of energy to give to this, because I know I'm passionate about this, because I know that I could be an asset to the workplace, because I know that I want to really connect with a boss and really give something to the place that I work for. So that gives you an idea. 3 questions are, again, what do I appreciate? What do I want? What makes me think I'm going to get it? Yeah? Okay. So, 4th tip, have some fun. The idea is when you haven't got what you want, go and do fun things that make you feel good. Because in the feeling good, you start to forget about that and you start to just feel better in general. And people that feel better attract better opportunities. So, examples, go dancing, play some sport, go to the movies, paint, sing, go out for dinner, get a massage, go to the, anything, art gallery, anything that you love. And it's going to be different for different people. Just go and do it regularly. Do it every couple of days, do it on the weekends, do it when you can. Yeah, it's a simple thing and it seems unrelated, but it really is related. So, yeah, try it. Okay, affirmations, tip number 5. Now, affirmations you can either say when you're going on a walk or doing some exercise, in the shower, driving. Do them at those idle times when you're doing the dishes. Just do them. For the work affirmation, obviously pick an affirmation that's kind of general, that doesn't have too much detail and it's easy to remember. So you can do the affirmations like that, or also you can do the affirmations with post-it notes and stick them around the place. Now, that little tip comes from Sandy Forrester from the Inspired Spirit Coaching Academy. It's a great tip. I've used it many times and I'm going to show you a few little work ones. This one's really simple. It's probably going to be back to front on here, but anyway, I love my work. Simple. Simples. That's all it needs is something really simple. Stick it somewhere on your laptop, above the sink in the kitchen, on the fridge. Stick it next to your bedside table, on your lamp. Anywhere that you sort of open your eyes and really have a look at. Now this one, another post-it note. I work half the hours for twice the money. Simple. Nice general one. They are back to front, but anyway, you get the gist anyway. Simple little affirmations. Stick them around. Have one in the car too. On the dashboard or on the visor. Simple little idea. Okay. Visualize. That's another tip. Visualize what you want. So once a day, in the morning, at night, doesn't matter, just once a day. Commit to once a day. Visualize yourself actually having what you want. So you're wearing the clothes that you want, that you would have to go to that job, that you're sitting there or doing whatever tasks you think you would be doing, because for every job it's going to be different, and that you actually are in the scene of having it. Okay? So you're in the scene, you're living it. And what you're doing is you're projecting yourself into that scene and looking back at yourself now. Not you're standing here looking forward at the job that you want. You're in it. You're in it. You've got to live from it. Live from the scenes and feel the feelings of already having it. Yeah? Okay, so create one scene and do that scene over and over and over, because that's what imprints is repetition. Repetition, repetition. Yeah? Okay. Now, I've mixed these all up like I always do. Now, the other one is collapsing time. Okay? Now, Joseph Murphy, who's an author, talked about collapsing time. Now, I'm going to give you a little example. Collapsing time, like if you live in a country, say in Australia, because that's where I am, and that'll make it simple. If you go from Sydney to Perth, which is straight across the country, if you go by walking, it'll probably take you about, 3 months or something. If you go by bicycle, it might take you a month. But if you go by plane, you can do it in 4 hours. So you're collapsing that time, the distance, the time it takes to get from A to B. So what you want to do to get from where you are right now of not having the job you want or the business that you'd like to do or the career that you want and getting to where you want to be, you can collapse time also. So you collapse time by standing where you are, but mentally living over there, already having it. Now, when you think about if you had what you really wanted right now, oh, the relief that would give you, the feeling of it. It would be so easy to feel good if you think about having it now. Now, Joseph Murphy talks about that collapses the time between you not having it and you having it. Okay? So try that too. That's kind of linked to the visualization, but it's a special technique about collapsing time. And it will help you to feel better more easily. And if you feel better more easily, then the job comes. So it's just another little technique. Okay, read. Read stuff that makes you feel good. Read stuff about other people that have achieved the careers that you think are amazing, or just people in general that have amazing jobs. And, you know, just off the top of my head, Richard Branson, Will Smith, Omar Sy, who was in the French movie about happiness, Hugh Jackman. And, you know, like there's so many people that have amazing jobs and have amazing careers. So you can get on YouTube, Google their names, you can go just do Wikipedia, go and have a look, but just start to look at people that have amazing jobs, especially if you can find people that are specifically looking at jobs that in the areas that you want to have a career in the industry, I mean. So try that too. Okay. Also, YouTube. I don't know what tip I'm up to. I know there's 10, but I've lost track as I always do. Go to YouTube and Google, and not Google, go into the search bar and put in Abraham Hicks meditations. They've got lots of meditations around every area. In this case, you want a career meditation, you want a financial meditation, because they're obviously linked. Look up Abraham Hicks meditations. You know, you put your earphones in while you're asleep, while you're going to sleep at night, and you just listen to something that makes you go, ah, and that releases your resistance. Okay, last tip, which is number 10, is sleep and rest. Just sleep and rest. Just let it all go, because I think when you've got something that you want that you haven't got, you just get really anxious. So really, at the end of the day, we all want what we want because we think we'll feel better in having it. But if we can feel better first, then it comes. It's not, I'll get that, then I'll feel better. The universe likes you to feel better first, and then it gives it to you. I don't know why. It's just the way it works. That's how the law of attraction works. You feel as if you've already got it. So, that's it. YouTube for Dummies, Law of Attraction. But I forgot, I've got to tell you a little story. Career story. When I was working in a job that I really didn't like, what I did was I would sit down for half an hour on my lunch break, and I would write down about this job that I didn't want to be in, everything that I appreciated about the job. And I can tell you there weren't that many things. But every day I tried to write simple things, like I liked my colleagues, like I liked that my bosses weren't there and they left me alone. I liked that I was left to do the creative stuff and they wouldn't interfere. I appreciated that I got a fabulous car, which I told you on the first YouTube about. I got that through them, a lovely little BMW. And also, I was just grateful that I had a job. You know, some people don't have jobs and they don't have any money and they don't have anywhere to go and they haven't got any purpose. So I felt grateful for that. So I did that every day. And, you know, in all honesty, I felt trapped at this job and I wanted to get out. But I knew that the law of attraction wasn't going to work if I kept focusing on what I had and what I didn't want. So I did this regularly. And about, I think, 3 months later, a guy I knew came into where I worked and he said, "Do you want to get out of here?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Look, I know somebody that's got a great job doing some creative displays, and do you want to go and see him?" I said, "Yes, I do." And I could see that things were starting to manifest because I actually hadn't started looking for another job. So I ended up, he said to me, "Before you go, think about what you want," because he will ask you that question. So I went to see this guy. I instantly liked him. And he said to me, what do you want? Exactly like the guy had told me. So I said to him, I want to work 4 days. I want to do creative displays in a homeware store. I want to do the buying for the homewares. And I don't want to work weekends. So to cut a very long story short, within 2 weeks, I had left my job. I got 2 other job offers that week because I was doing all this law of attraction stuff, all this stuff that I've shared with you today. And I decided to take the job with this guy because the other 2 jobs were okay, but this one was really, really good. So I got the job. I started within 2 weeks, and I've been there ever since. And my boss is beautiful. I feel appreciated. I feel creatively satisfied. I feel really happy to go to work. And it's close to home. And it's 4 days a week. So, yay! There's the little story. So it doesn't matter where you start, you can get what you want to. Okay, that's it. Thanks everybody. And the website for the coaching, if you want coaching from me, is apersonofinterest.com.au. So the site is not completely finished yet. So in the meantime, if you want some coaching, go to 3sisters@gmail.com and you can get me there. Okay. Happy job hunting!